for it. But Jim Jordan is going to put commies in a half Nelson. He was a great wrestler, for those of you who don't know that. Are you an MMA guy? I never got to ask you this. I've been wondering about it.
I've watched the big MMA fights over the years, but I don't, I couldn't tell you when the next big MMA bout is going to be, whereas I can break down every NFL playoff matchup coming up this weekend in detail. So I've never been a huge MMA guy. Do you watch it?
I mean, I've watched a fair amount of it. It just, unfortunately, has kind of ruined my childhood, which was spent watching Jeff Speakman, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and, other karate movies of all time. I don't know if anyone caught the Jeff Speakman reference. That's from The Perfect Weapon, which is a film forgotten to history now. I haven't watched American Ninja. It's a whole other conversation. By the way, we mentioned Hank Johnson before in the context of theory about the planting of documents. This is just a Hank Johnson throwback, because we mentioned as well, said something about the Guam plant.
24 miles long, about 7 miles wide at the least widest place on the island, and about 12 miles wide on the widest part. My fear is that the whole island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize. We don't anticipate that.
Wait, is that a joke?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe the dumbest any congressman has ever said is that the island of Tocoloma might become populated and tip over.
It goes in that top level of championship moments of dumbness, along with Joyce Carol Oates being furious at Steven Spielberg proposing next to a dead Triceratops.
I think the Triceratops was at least a joke, or she claimed it.
No, she was not kidding.
I think you can go look it up. But does Hank Johnson think that the island floats? Like, I don't even understand how you could have the opinion unless you're not aware that there is a substance holding up the island. Like, does he think that islands are boats? I don't know. Amazing moment in congressional history there. Look, we want to hook you up right now with a great deal on a Pure Talk Wireless phone. They are proudly veteran-owned, proudly employ U.S.-based customers, and its service is phenomenal. They can save you a ton, just $30 a month for super fast data, talk, and text. Probably half what you're paying at Verizon. Takes as little as 10 minutes. All you have to do is go right now, grab your phone, keep your same phone and your same phone number, dial pound 250, say Clay and Buck. You'll save an additional 50% your first month, plus risk-free guarantee. Dial pound 250 now, say Clay and Buck. Pure Talk is simply smarter wireless.
Clay Travis on the front lines of truth. Sean Hannity.
Put a smile on your face. Tomorrow at noon.
This is now Power Talk traffic. Mornings and afternoons from the KFIV Traffic Center.
We've got a flat line on the right shoulder. Stopped in the right lane to connect the on 5 to eastbound Highway 4. That's closed due to a roadway washout. And then Lodi eastbound 12 will stop. Security has the bus lane and right shoulder closed for curb work through tomorrow evening. For the Valley most frequent traffic reports to the 1360 AM KFIV.
Power Talk. Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. Calling him a real leader and a real friend, President Biden meets with Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida at the White House about, among other things,
modernizing the alliance, historic increase in defense spending, and new national security strategy.
Former President Trump's businesses are ordered by a judge in New York to pay the maximum of $1.6 million for financial.
Earlier pleaded guilty to 15 charges and paid back $2 million in back taxes and penalties. The prosecutor said this activity went beyond Weisselberg at the company. An attorney for the Trump team said this was only done by certain employees and they will be appealing.
Janet Yellen tells Congress the United States is projected to reach its debt limit in 6 days, with debt default possible by early June, unless Congress votes to raise debt. Listening to Fox News.
Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report. Stocks are wavering in afternoon trading. Third stage, while price cuts at Tesla are rattling auto stocks. JP Morgan's profit rose 6%, boosted by rising interest rates that sent its core lending income to a record high, and revenue jumped to 18%. However, the bank is predicting a mild recession. Set aside $1.4 billion for potential loan losses. It was a different story for Wells Fargo as regulatory woes continue to weigh on the bank, which took a big charge tied to a hefty settlement with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. And Tesla stock is electric automaker announced it will be slashing prices for some of its vehicles sold in the U.S. by nearly 20%. The company is aiming to attract new buyers, but also fueling concerns on Wall Street that appetite for the car maker's vehicles is weakening. That's your Fox Business. I'm Rivarsky, invested in you.
I never wrote everything. The logic is so amazing, I had to leave. Nothing's ever cleared out my sinuses as well. I'm blown away by how...
Binge listen this and artist stations, plus any song from our library of millions of songs, all ad-free. Get your free 30-day trial of iHeartRadio All Access. You'll love it. Don't be basic, be extra. Start your free 30-day trial of iHeartRadio All Access now.
Lisa, you look great. I feel great. I got a personal loan from Happy Money, and now my credit card debt's gone. Happy looks good on you. Personal loans with low at heart. Apply today at happymoney.com. Happy Money. Fund your happy. NMLS ID number 139686. Now applicants may qualify. Loans are not offered in Massachusetts and Nevada. Happy Money works with lending partners who originate the loans.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Eric, founder of Madison Reed, the hair color company I named after my daughter. I started Madison Reed to give you the most gorgeous hair color you feel good about. Are you tired of drugstore hair color? You deserve better. Please upgrade to quality hair color that nourishes and improves the condition of your hair without any harsh, easily at home, and is delivered to your door. Or book an appointment now at one of our 80-plus hair color bars nationwide and get salon results without salon cost and time. For a limited time, new clients get 50% off plus free shipping on your first online order or your first service at a Madison Reed hair color bar. Visit madison-reed.com/. That's madison-reed.com/save. Try it. Love it. That's the beauty of Madison Reed.
And gusty winds tonight with showers and thunderstorms open at lows around 50.
Power Talk 1360 KFIV has your chance to win $1,000 right now.
Bonus. That's a bonus. As right now.
Just to enter that word into our website for your chance to win. Talk1360.com.
Us, and I hope that you are having a fantastic time so far on your Friday as we get ready for the weekend. We're joined now by Congressman Jim Jordan, the new head of the Judiciary Committee, the man who is going to be heading up a deep dive into collusion, big tech, big media, big government, all of that. Congressman, first of all, congratulations. I know it's been a crazy time for you. What are you most looking forward to now that you will have a gavel in your committee and in multiple committees, really? I guess that's a subcommittee that you'll be heading up as well. What are you most looking forward to?
The whistleblowers. We've had dozens of whistleblowers come forward. I think many of them are going to be deposed, willing to testify, and letting them, people in the FBI, good people who have served our country, who now have come and talk to us and told us how bad it's gotten, letting them come tell their story to the American people. I think that is real important. And then I think putting out the template that has been used by this administration. Different political persuasion. We had the school board issue where there was a letter from the left-wing group that was the predicate for the famous memo that used the Patriot Act against parents and who were showing up at school board meetings advocating. And what happened there is the whistleblower told us over 24 parents actually had an FBI agent show up at the school board meeting, and then look at the same template that was the template that was used when you had 51 former intel
do you fix some of these things after we've identified the problem?
Well, we're going to get the facts out there, but yeah, we hope that through the course of this investigation, there'll be legislative remedies, changes that make sense, that will help better protect Americans' First Amendment liberties, better protect us from a government that we think is going after people who have a different political mindset. So, like, one of the things I think makes sense is if the FBI is going to interview someone, instead of just they should have an audio tape of that. Maybe if we had an audio tape of the interview they conducted of Michael Flynn, none of that would have ever happened. So maybe that's just one comment. We've offered that as an amendment before. Of course, the Democrats were against it. I think another thing it just sort of, kind of makes sense to me, or something that I noticed at least, is why are so many people leave government? Why do they still keep their clearance? These 51 former intel officials who signed that letter, do they still have a clearance? Is that a good thing, a bad thing? I think that at least warrants a discussion, and maybe that's something we will look at going forward. And then other things that we may learn in the process that need to be legislatively, we will certainly look to do that, and hope the Democrats will join us. After all, Democrats actually used to care for people's basic liberties, but I don't know if that's the case now, particularly on what Jerry Nadler said on the debate on this resolution earlier this week. Even before we passed the resolution, he said, this is political, we're going to fight this tooth and nail. Because, like I said, I remember a Democrat Party that actually used to care about respecting free speech rights and freedom of the press and freedom to petition and assemble, the things we enjoy in this great country.
Jim, I'm sure you've seen the revelations associated with Schiff and the demands that he made about censorship. Do you agree with this idea? I've struggled with all these demands for censorship that we have seen coming out from Twitter. And we know we're only seeing a tiny portion of them because it's going on at Facebook, it's going on at Instagram, it's going on at YouTube, Google, everywhere. What do you think about this idea? And I'm curious whether there'd be any bipartisan support at all, but certainly I think Republicans should be able to pass it. If you request a censorship from a big tech company, there should have to be a clearinghouse for all of those requests, and they are then published so that people can look and see, oh, Adam Schiff was trying to get a parody account taken down because he didn't like the fact that it was making fun of him. I understand some requests are important. If somebody's pretending to be you or another member of Congress or another member of government, and they're, attempting like fake accounts to be you, that's important, right? But this idea that you're getting somebody blocked because of the content that they're producing, I think we should all be able to see it, and I think it would embarrass so many of these people and shine a clearinghouse like that you could see making sense.
Yeah, transparency makes sense. And remember, that's not what Schiff did. Schiff tried to get his journalists, what they posted, taken down. Now, there's multiple
where he was trying to get accounts that were making fun of things he didn't like taken down as well. You're right, they're more severe. Those requests, to me, should 100% be public.
Yeah, particularly when it's coming from a government official trying to leverage a of transparency component that we and we'll be working with the Energy and Commerce Committee on legislation that we'll bring forward in the House to concerns of big tech censoring conservative views and the issue you just talked about, even the parody account.
Yep.
What? By the way, I got to tell you, because I landed at 5 yesterday going home, and I was listening to you guys, your podcast. Dinosaur oatmeal about but Buck is 100% right. My wife, we have chicken. He built this chicken